Hey guys, Max here. In this video, I'm going to share with you my killer mindset to make it easy for you to handle rejection. Most men don't really go to women that they find attractive, and that's usually because of two reasons. It's either they don't want to look stupid or they don't want to bother women. To protect themselves from this kind of rejection, most men don't do anything. I really believe that once you learn how to deal with rejection, it's going to make it way easier for you to approach women you find attractive, and as a result, you're going to get a way better dating life. I want to emphasize on the fact that as a single dude, as a normal guy, it's totally normal for you to go up to a woman you find attractive to try to say hi or to try to start a conversation. I get the feeling that a lot of times people tend to forget about it, but again, it's a perfectly normal thing to do. But still, rejection is never something comfortable. It never feels good to get rejected. For most men, it's going to be very hard to go through this fear of rejection because it's linked to two very powerful things. First, the fear of not being liked, and then the fear of simply not being a good person. If you are within this frame of mind that if someone rejects you, you're a bad person and people can't like you, it's very important for you to understand that rejection is never personal. Especially within the first 10 seconds of an interaction, if you go up to a woman, you say, "Hi, what's up?" and she tells you to fuck off, it's most likely not because you're a bad person, because within 10 seconds there is no way she can know actually whether or not you're a good or a bad person. And so it's very important for you to understand that rejection is never personal, and that in a lot of cases you just can't avoid rejection. It's a necessary part of the process. If you're meeting a lot of women and if you're actually successful with women, you know it. You get rejected most of the time, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you don't need to sleep with every woman you say hi to. You wouldn't have the time anyway. And people who are working in sales, for example, they know this very well. Most of your interactions are going to lead to nothing. Most of your interactions are going to be rejections. And I think it's relevant to reframe those rejections into something that's more of a reflection of what's actually happening. That is to say, that woman you said hi to, she was in a bad mood, or the way you said hi to her made her feel uncomfortable. And when you start seeing things that way, it's way easier to not take things personally, because it's either she was not open to meet someone, or you did something wrong, or she was open to meet someone and you did it right. But you see, it's never really about you as a person, because again, there is no way for a woman to know who you are and what's your actual worth within 10 seconds of a conversation or even 15 minutes. It's more about how you make people feel and what kind of mood they are in when you go up to them, rather than you as a person. And when you finally understand that, you finally understand that rejection is necessary and that it's never about you as a person. The sooner you're able to handle rejection properly, the more women you can approach, the more action you can take. And the more action you take, the better your dating life is going to be, the more you're going to grow, the more your social skills are going to improve. When it comes to your mindset, it should not be, am I good enough for this person or not? But it should be, is something possible between this person and me or not? Am I able to make something happen between this person and me or not? It's very important to not attach yourself, your ego, and your personality to what's happening in this interaction, but really view it from a performance point of view. Are you able to perform? Are you able to make the woman in front of you feel the emotions that she needs to feel to make something happen out of it, to go on a date, to create a relationship? You must really see meeting women as a skill. Are you able to do the right thing at the right time, in the right order to seduce this woman in front of you or not? And it's a way healthier way to see it. At the end of the day, it's just about you doing the right things or not, instead of thinking that when you get rejected it's because you're a bad person. It's also very important for you to understand that women do not reject a man because of his personality. No woman is going to reject you because you like video games over liking football, for example. But women are going to reject a man based on emotions. She might reject you if you like video games because in the past she dated a guy who liked video game and he was an asshole. He made her feel very bad. At this point in time, you liking video games is going to evoke a lot of bad emotions for her, and she's going to reject you. And it's very easy to think, oh, because my personality, she hates me. But in fact, no, it's because the emotions that are associated with whatever's happening in the conversation maybe your personality, maybe something you said. Those emotions are going to make her feel bad, and that's why she will reject you. In such a situation, you did your best. It's not your fault if she has been traumatized by something that's perfectly normal. It's not your fault if your personality reminds her of something she dislikes. It does not mean that your personality is bad because she had bad experiences with someone with a similar personality before. At the end of the day, once you understand that rejection is not personal, but it's rather a combination of her current state of mind and the emotion that she's feeling on the moment, it's way easier to deal with it. The best way to deal with rejection is to start viewing rejection differently. You should not view it as a failure, but rather you should view it as a gain of time. If you go up to a woman and you try to make things happen and you notice that, well, it doesn't work out, you just save yourself some time. While on the other hand, what most guys do is trying to be friendly with a woman and spending a lot of time with her and talking to her for days in the hopes that she will see that this guy is actually an attractive guy. A guy who understands how it works will make quick moves and will figure out quickly whether or not it's possible. A lot of guys try to avoid rejection so much that they take no risks, and as a result of that, they end up in the friend zone. Taking risks and making moves is not a bad thing. It's saving you a lot of time, because if she doesn't like you now, she's not going to like you more in 6 months from now. Instead of trying to avoid rejection, I really encourage you to seek rejection. Go in there, make moves, figure out quickly. If it's a yes, that's cool. If it's a no, you can move on. That's actually the same thing you should do on dating apps. You should get to the point very quickly. That means that for most of your conversations, you should actually ask her out before the 10th message. If you're interested in getting more dates with better quality women, I have a full training for that in which I give you my best first message. I'm going to put the link below this video. At the end of the day, rejection is just a normal thing when dating, and the most successful guys are actually the guys who are getting rejected the most, but also the fastest. Do not take rejection personally. Most of the time, it's just a combination of however she's feeling right now and how good or bad her day went. Stay positive and keep a growth mindset and you will get there. That's all for this video. Consider subscribing, tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.